Where did you get started? Like, what made you start this business? Like, where did this all get started in your mind?
Being unhappy in the environments that I was in, wanting to create an environment that was healthy and happy and productive. And I then rented my own suite at a place, and I loved the privacy. And I know I used to do a lot of hair extensions and people who were thinning and balding. And I realized that some of my clients, when we take off their hair extensions, they're subconscious and they kind of look around and they love the privacy of closing my suite door and being bald and them not having to be exposed to a whole salon.
Right.
And so I realized that having a private suite is gold, and it gives those clients privacy. Or even if my client was going through a divorce and just found out her husband's now gay, having an affair for 10 years, they were be able to cry in my chair. You know, like the stories I've heard and the privacy for them to, we're therapists as well.
So you have people that go into this place and they're really caught, really like concerned, and they're really, I would say, embarrassed about showing their bald head.
Well, not all the time.
Really?
Well, no, she's just saying sometimes.
You should try it, Dan.
Well, I'm thinking about going and getting my hair. So you do like, what is it, hair extension? What do you do?
So I have girls that do hair extensions. I mean, we do color cuts, hair extensions, straightening.
So
facials. I've had facials at her place.
Lashes, permanent makeup.
The skin, laser skin tightening is what I had done.
Our northwest location. So our northwest location is more of a med spa. We do work under a doctor, and we have to work under a doctor at that location.
Is there Botox? Is the question.
So there is Botox and fillers. My sister is a registered nurse, and she does the injectables and Botox and fillers. But in this year, she's getting her nurse practitioner license so that she can be our NP. So we can have an NP.
So you don't need an MD anymore, do you?
Once my sister gets her NP, we won't need an MD anymore, which is nice. But she's putting the Botox and injectables on hold this year because she's coming in full force next year. So we're coming in full force next year with all of that.
Tell her that we're all going to be wrinkly and sad, and that's not okay.
All my salon girls are like, what do you mean she's not doing Botox?
Well, I'm curious.
What is your most popular
let me ask you a question here, though. So, sorry. No,
please, Joe, go. He's been trying.
Because you talked about, I like you talked about the privacy and the offer clients and stuff, which I think goes to part of what the question's about. But, you set up, you have how many people working for you or renting spaces?
I think we're close to 30 girls.
Right, 30.
Wow.
So that's a lot of, not employees, right? But they're associated with you. They share the name and everything, right?
Yeah, they work.
It's real estate.
Right, but you're still getting best. You're still getting voted best in Las Vegas, which I think is very impressive because I think handling yourself, another person, if you're good, you can do that, right? But when you have multiple, what do you do to ensure you're producing that kind of quality time and time again? Does that make sense? Or
I am, and my girls have told me this. Whenever a girl has to move out and I have to bring a new girl into our space, I'm very protective of who I bring into my space. And I just because somebody's on my wait list, like I have to make sure that their vibe is right. I have to make sure their energy is right. I have to make sure that they go with us. Because
so is there a checkbox you're looking at?
There isn't.
Is there just you kind of have a feel for it, or
I think I'm really good with discernment, and I think that's helped me in life generally. I don't know, you guys. It's just been amazing. Well, it just kind of happens.
Well, there's got to be some thought though to it's not just, hey, these things fell in my lap. It's like, okay, there's an opportunity, and then you probably took that and then built off that, and it just kind of expanded, right?
It started with, I want to create an environment that I want to work in. And I was hands-on. For years, I did hair and makeup for weddings. I would drive all over the Strip. I would do 18 hours straight of hair and makeup for weddings. I specialized in extensions, hair and makeup. From there, I then started doing laser treatments. I don't do any of it anymore. All my girls do it. And we do certify and train. So we certify and train girls to become laser techs for laser hair removal and laser skin tightening. And that's really where my hands are in right now. It's managing all my properties, being there for my girls if they need me, taking them out to dance, and and training girls to become laser techs. The rest of my girls they're independent contractors. They work for themselves. It's kind of like real estate, like Corin said. I sublease a space to them and give them that independence and that creative freedom to create their space to be theirs.
Right.
I let them paint their walls.